Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Tune in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Come join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm gonna say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up.
Your girl, the missus. Your girl, the missus, gonna clean it up right along with our homeboy Jason. You ain't even know I'm gonna pull you up that quick. You ain't even know.
Damn, that's the first time. I'm like, oh, well, hello. I ain't getting no who gonna clean it up. That's we gonna clean it up. I wasn't ready for none of it. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to PGT Time. We are here live right now, getting it in. Make sure that you guys are double tapping that screen, hitting that like button, hitting the heart button, doing all what you're supposed to be doing. Not only that, man, make sure that you go ahead and download. You already know what I'm gonna say. Download the app on what is it called? Roku. There we go. Download us on Roku TV. That's PGT Time. That's time spelled with a Y, TYME, PGT Time. You'll be able to catch us live on your television.
Yeah, tell Jason, don't play with it. Tell him don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? Carrying them out here like babies. Rah, 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 rah. You know, don't let me do the whole thing. Salute to you all, though, man. But not only that, last but not least, man, please make sure that you guys go hit us up on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Hit the subscription button. Hit that bell notification. And not only that, leave a comment or two, man, saying what up, though, or whatever the case may be. Hi, bye. Good to see y'all. Y'all look good. Y'all both wearing hats and shit. Like, do something like that. I don't know. Like, let us know that you're watching for a little bit.
The D.
You know what I'm saying? You represent today.
Thought I dropped one bar. That was
just one bar.
Just one bar.
Last but not least, man, we're doing something extremely special for anybody that has lost a family member. We're doing lawn celebration. Memorials. There's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Lawn memorials for 3 months time span for the next 3 months. So please go ahead and send us a letter explaining your loss, explaining, how you feel and why you should be a candidate for the lawn memorial. We'll be trying to get you set up with it right now. We're in Saginaw and in Atlanta, correct?
Just in Saginaw.
There we go. So send us a letter to all my right. Yeah, I'm gonna get one all the little bullet points. You know what I'm saying? But all my Michiganders, send one through so we can try to definitely get you set up with a lawn memorial for someone that you have lost in your family.
All right, you did a good job, though. Shout out to Jason. You did a remarkable job. But
working hard.
But yes, we will be starting with the first family for the month of June. Will be none other than Latanya Jones. She is in Saginaw, Michigan. She will be having the very, very, very first PGT Time Memorial in her yard. And the best part about this, Jason, is that it seems like we might be being able to do it on her son's birthday.
Oh, such a blessing. That'd be amazing.
Yes. So that's what we're trying to do right now, get everything together. So hopefully we'll still be able to do it on that particular day. But congratulations, Latanya. Congratulations. All right. right. Now we're gonna be working on July and August. So make sure y'all send these letters in now. Make sure y'all send them in.
Yes,
Courtesy of
yes.
Peach Tea Time and courtesy of Greetings Are Us. Yes. Ashanta. What up, though, girl? We see Carmen is in the building.
Carmen. What up, though, Carmen? We see BG in the building with us.
Look, she said, and Jason, is he on tonight? Jason
Right
is
here.
on tonight. He's in the building.
Pretty smile and all. You see me?
She want to make sure she gonna have to get ready for this TV jokes or not. So you want to make sure she get her jokes together. Like, he ain't gonna give me this side. I got it.
I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I see him on my 55 and I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
ABG, she's in the building. Y'all come on in. We have a very, very great show for y'all tonight. I also have a independent artist, a new independent artist. I know that you guys are going to love her. She will be on the Peachy Tea Time next Saturday. Next Saturday is next Saturday the 17th? Yep, next Saturday on the 17th. Yep.
Oh, not this Saturday, but
next Saturday.
Yeah.
So her name is Anaya Lachelle. She is from my hometown, but I just was scrolling and I saw her, and I don't know her, but I am getting to know her because the girl cold, and y'all gonna see that. So she did I don't even know what you call it. Session. I'm gonna call it a session. She did a session in Detroit. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before last. She did it, killed it, sold out, and I got a recap. And y'all get to see the recap. So don't worry, she will be here on next Saturday. And Jason, I'm trying to get some things going with it too. So just never know.
Keep it working. We gotta keep it working.
Our third member of Peachy Tea Time, Miss Peachy.
That part. Hey, look, I need to hook up. I seen you get iced up. I say frozen peaches outside right now. She out here frozen. We got the frozen peaches in the summer. I want some too.
Frozen peaches, baby. Don't worry, I got you. I'll give you the hookup. It ain't no hookup like that. You gonna have to pay regular price. You know, all I can do is just point you in the right direction.
That's all I need.
And you take over from there. Just tell them Miss Peachy sent ya. That's all I ask. Maybe
100%. I seen it. It came out, and then when you seen the photo, I say, "Look at this, Miss Peachy out here shining on her."
Yes. So y'all gonna be seeing me in different attire besides the t-shirts.
See, I gotta show it off.
Gotta show it off. Baby, how much I pay for this? Oh, I'm gonna show it off. You better
bling bling.
I don't care if I got a t-shirt on, no pajamas on. I'm showing it off. Okay, I ain't gonna do it with the pajamas. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But okay, y'all, let's get started with this show. We have an update. If y'all watched the show on Friday with me and Poolie, we talked about Travis Rudolph.
Yeah.
Look, Poolie out here talking about
random. Yeah.
Y'all already know me and Poolie was definitely for Travis. We was hoping that he got off. I wasn't a little too sure, but God make things happen. Okay, God make that. Yes, He does, Poolie. Poolie, if you want to join us, feel free.
Right?
Just feel free. Now is the time. Now is the time to go and share. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me on both my YouTube channels. I got 2 YouTube channels too. But follow me on both my Facebook pages just as well and on Roku TV, okay? So go ahead and get started. And Jason, tell them where they can find you at.
You already know, man. Hit me up on CTV
Radio. We got no
Radio.
family today.
That part. Hit me up on CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station here on TikTok. and in the Midwest. So if you guys have or are looking for new independent music, come on over, man. We on TikTok making a whole movement and a community that is thriving. But once again, that's CTV Radio. You can just type that into Google, CTV Radio. I pop up everywhere. You dig?
There you go. All right. Shout out to Carmen. She says she will be doing her first pop-up event on Saturday the 17th.
Hey, congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations.
Do your thing and make that money, baby. Make that money. And I know you will, because your jewelry is off the chain, okay? Y'all, please go check her out. Carmen. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Carmen. Do you know, Jason?
Dido.
Dido.
Dido. I don't know. I'm guessing. Right.
What'd you say, Poolie? Poolie said Didois.
Oh, Didois. That does sound about right. I look about that, right? That's
Jason said that does sound about right.
That sounds about right. Yup, Didois.
Well, anyways, y'all see her name. Go follow her right now, okay? Go follow her. She has awesome paparazzi jewelry. And when I tell y'all it is nice, and she gives away now free jewelry. I did say free. Shout out to Free. Shout out to God for making it free. Shout out to God for making it free. All right. Hey, Miss Carol. How are you, darling?
Oh, hey, man. Y'all need to go follow Miss Carol as well, man. Miss Carol ain't got the seasoned crackers, like off the chain.
Go follow her. This is the moment that people will get some type of shout out, some type of what is the word? Acknowledgement and promotion.
There it is.
And promotion that we charge for. But right now it's free.
Yep.
It's free. Just because you came in and you watched the show, baby, it is free. Okay? So let's get started because I love y'all so much. And we also got another new commercial, Jason.
Ooh.
A young lady by the name of Natasha Walker. She is running for tax commissioner, I believe it is, in her city in Mississippi. Winston, Mississippi, that is. So we're going to get into that just as well. So let's get started. Y'all know we got to do this fair usage and our update. Here we go.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
We're in self-defense. Suji Nam joins us in the studio with what went down in the courtroom today. Suji?
Todd, in a day-long hearing, we heard from Travis Rudolph describing his relationship with Dominique Jones and what he said happened on the night of April 7th, 2021.
She was beating on me, hitting on me, just what she always do, pretty much.
On Monday, the jury got a glimpse of the relationship between Dominique Jones and Travis Rudolph through his eyes.
She basically said that I did the bare minimum for her on Valentine's Day, so that's what was like the biggest start of things going downhill.
Rudolph said he and Jones were not in an official relationship in 2021.
I remember countless times she'll break down crying to me, like, why you won't make me your girlfriend? And I told her there's no timetable on making her my girlfriend.
He said they knew each other for about a year and said his relationship with Jones turned sour when he was living in Miami, working out and trying to prepare to get back into football professionally.
He said that she paid for everything in your relationship. Is that true?
No, that's false.
And on the night of April 7th, a physical fight between the two began over an argument about another woman. Evidence has shown that when she left, she sent a text message to her brother using the phrase, quote, shoot up, which she clarified was not meant as a literal threat, but an emotional outburst. Later that night, 4 men showed up to his family home. Rudolph's brother, Daryl, testified last week that he was frightened when a fight broke out and said he saw 2 guns pointed at him and his brother.
I'm not just finna leave my brother down the street with 4 men that I know at least one of them have a firearm.
Rudolph fired 39 rounds and argues he did so out of self-defense. Prosecutors then brought out this video as they questioned his actions that night.
Do you need to see it again, or can you now answer whether or not you started shooting after the car was moving away from you?
That video doesn't do justice. I seen another angle where it's clearly their car was faced towards me when I initially started shooting. So if you want to base it off that video, that's subjective.
State attorneys pressing why Rudolph fired so many times.
You said you're shooting so they get away from you. They're getting away from you. Why are you shooting?
Because they're pointing firearms at me. This is the exact reason why I was shooting.
Why are you so far down the road from where the fight happened with Daryl? Why? Isn't it because you were pursuing them?
No.
And the trial continues this week. We will continue to monitor and keep you updated both.
Now, one thing I did like about him being on the stand was that he didn't seem nervous. His show sounded totally different, Carmen, from his brother. Okay, we showed his brother last week on Friday. Baby, Jason, you should have saw it. We were sitting up here looking like, who told this man to get up here on this stand? like he finna be the cause of his ass going to jail. Explicit language, and also allegedly. But yeah, we was like, he gonna be the cause. He is going to be the cause of his ass going to jail. So we're going to prison. But of course, something happened. Something happened that we all are so proud of. So let's go ahead and get into it, baby.
I'm Jay Jarvis. We interrupt programming to bring you breaking news out of West Palm Beach. A verdict has been reached in the murder trial of former NFL player Travis Rudolph. Let's listen in.
Any questions? Feel free to ask them.
Travis, what does this verdict mean to you?
It means everything, man. I finally got my freedom back. I can get back to my life, man. I just want to thank the jurors, thank the court, thank everyone that was involved in this, man, because it means a lot for the support with everyone.
What do you think of the fact that they came back with a verdict in just 3 or 4 hours?
I mean, I just felt like it was right. You know what I'm saying? I knew all along, you know what I'm saying, that I did what I had to do to just protect me and my brother's life. So.
State of Florida versus Travis Rudolph. Defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 4, we find the defendant not guilty. So say we all, the 7th day of June, 2023, in West Palm Beach, County, Florida.
I will not do that. All right, but I will authorize you immediately. Get on your cell phone right now if you want and contact whomever it is that's responsible for that and tell them that I have ordered that his monitor be removed.
All right. He said, I will not cut it off right now, but I do order you to go on ahead, get your phone out right now, immediately. Call them, tell them, go on ahead and cut this man off here so he go on by his business, baby.
Go on by his business.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get back in the league, bruh. Go back and get back in the league, bruh. See that whole 360, that 180 turn for you.
Exactly. You know, this was devastating for this family, I'm sure. All this because of a married woman. Jason, she was married the whole time.
Oh, shit.
She had been married. Apparently, he didn't know. He didn't know that she was married from what he say. He was not aware of it. And she ended up getting a divorce 2 months after he got arrested. You know, they had arrested this man.
So here's the thing. I'm in complete confliction, right? I'm in complete confliction. Because one, I'm not gonna be like, I'm sorry that you lost someone, because it's like he wouldn't have lost his life if he wasn't trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, you know what I'm saying, you don't always gotta go confront someone and be ready to fight and brawl off of hearsay. And thirdly, you brought a gun yourself, or at least someone out of the four of you brought a gun yourself. At this point, everyone should be prepared to lose their life. Everybody. Because you don't know what that man gonna have on the other side of that. And that's what happens when what was I saying in my head the whole time? It is when calling my cousin gonna keep it wrong. When calling your cousin or your brother goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared for that. You gotta be prepared for that.
That's
You know what I'm saying? That's why, and I'm about to go on a little TED talk here, a little soapbox here in a second for a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's god awfully important that you teach these young women to keep their motherfucking hands to their goddamn self. You can't go hitting on people and not expecting nothing to go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he just out here willy-nilly bopping you upside your head, then yeah, you go ahead and defend yourself too. That's why you, as women and as other people, should go ahead and bear arms. You have the constitutional right to have a conceal and carry on you in every 52 states that is in this God-green American USA green earth.
You better tell these men don't play with it.
Don't
play
play with
it.
See,
I ain't
she can
finna
be,
fight you. I
she
ain't
can
finna
be
put my
upset.
hands on you, but don't play with it.
That's what I'm saying. It will make, I don't mind having that kind of like fear. What is the word I'm looking for? Like healthy fear. Someone, if I'm messing with, you're like, I'll pull this thing, and you know what? You might really got it. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave you alone, and I'm gonna go ahead over here, and I'm about to go apply to this business that's called Mind My Own. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and apply to this business, and I know that they're gonna accept me because I'm really good at minding my business, and I've been doing it well for the last 35, 38 years. You hear me?
Exactly.
So that's the important part, right? First and foremost, you gotta, like, no matter how big or how mad or how huge your temperament is, you can't be putting your hands on other people. You don't know what they bred it from. You don't know what they know. And it's as simple as that. She did what she did. She put her hands on this man. This man said, all right, whatever, go ahead and leave my house. And she said, and this is where she lost. I don't care how emotional you are. You should never put in an email or a text message, go over there and shoot that motherfucker up. Like, don't, what?
Exactly. Shoot that shit up. That's what she said.
Go shoot the shit up. And I remember watching it, not on your show, but I watched it, via somewhere else. And the prosecutor was like, did you not text? Go shoot the shit up. Well, it was out of emotion. Well, I don't care what kind of emotion you got. When we read these texts, it's plain black and white. I don't care what you say. You out of luck. Nah, player. You didn't order the hit. You ordered hit. You in trouble. You know what I mean? Because now what my man. Go ahead.
But I think what bothered me the most is, why would they think that they was gonna go over there, and this used to be an ex NFL player, NBA player, whatever it was, and you really thought he didn't have no tool on him? Like,
right. Well, not even NFL. He ain't making it to the NFL quite yet, but he's ex-player.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah,
the NFL.
Right, but no,
He
was high end. He was a high end athlete. He's someone that will protect himself and know exactly what and what not to do. Hopefully, and that shows pure example of it. And I love how when they tried to jam him up with the video, he goes, "Look, man, I get how you can see this video is what it may look like, but from another view." I was still protecting myself. So this video right here is very objective, and it can state what it states. But I know that they still had guns pointed at me, even in their retreat. So I protected myself. And yes, it took 39 rounds for me to do so.
Yeah. I had to protect my brother.
I had to protect my family, me and my family.
Look, Kayla said, period.
Period, Pooh. You know what I mean? Like, look, bruh. Like the baby, not the baby, but Lil Baby. No, here, the baby, actually, the baby. Look, man, there's a lot of people out here still living fulfilled, successful lives with defensive actions on their record book. Like, yeah, man, I'm sorry that he gone, but I was straight up defending. Who was another one?
Soldier Boy, wasn't it?
No, Soldier Boy. Yeah, he got someone, but I think that one lived. Gucci Man put one. What is his name? Young Jeezy, best friends in the dirt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Protecting yourself. When you protect yourself appropriately.
Baby, and they had the verses, baby. Everybody was on edge, baby. They was on the edge of their seat. Now, who finna throw the first blow?
Who's gonna do it? But again, man, I'm glad that this young man still gets to go and live a fulfilled life. I do feel sad that that young man did lose his life, and the other three, had to live with the consequences. But there you go again. You should not go fight another person's battle, especially if you don't know the full story and if she twisted it all around. Obviously, the footage shows that she's putting her hands on him first, if that was the first instance of it, and then it goes from there, man. Like, no, you can't go protecting everyone that is poison out here. You feel me?
Exactly. I always say to the parents, teach your kids how to be a leader, not a follower. This was a true example of being a follower. She called her brother. She told her brother dumbass to come over and help her and shoot this shit up. Now, she did contact one of his other friends, but at the end of the day, it was 3 people that was followers. 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them people could have been like, who do I always tell y'all they could be like? Trey from Boys in the Hood.
Damn.
Get me up out the car. Let me out right now.
Let me out the car right now.
I'm gonna always use that as an example on PG time because I love me some Boys in the Hood back. But seriously though, Trey knew to get up out that car. I'm not fooling with y'all. And y'all had 3 followers in that car, and nobody was smart enough to say, "Let me out the car."
Right.
Nah, I don't want to go.
Because here's the other thing that they ain't think about. Say they get over there. Say one of them, whoever had an actual gun, pulled a gun out, or one of them pulled it and made a mistake and shot this man. He died. Okay. Now, do you know that there will be 4 lives that will be taken away because you got the one that actually killed, and then the 3 that will be accessory to murder?
Yeah, being a follower.
They don't think about that.
Being a follower.
Being a follower.
Where do we go from here? My cousin was telling me that she doesn't think that no one will be charged for this man's death after this occurred now. Usually when you and your friends go somewhere, like you were just saying, and the one person killed, they all go to prison. They all go to jail. Now that their friend is dead, no one's going to be charged, more than likely.
Rudolph can file a civil suit, and this is me guessing. He can file a civil suit, I think, for like aggravated assault or whatnot, for threat, for something of like threat or attempted murder or some shit like that. He can file on the civil side of things, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's just still more court, more money, more legal situations. He might just call it quits because, yeah, you're right. Now they know better. You know better.
Exactly. And he ain't got all that much money either. He made that very clear. And he don't got a lot of money. So,
right.
All right, y'all. Let's get into this next story. I know you all been waiting on this story. The white woman, it's all over social media. That's how they saying it. So I'm gonna say how they saying it. The white woman.
Right.
That white lady. She ain't no try. She killed the black lady.
She killed her.
The black lady.
Shot her through the door.
Shot her through the door, baby. Shot her through the door. Now, there's so many different areas we can go with this, baby. So many different areas. But I must say, there's a lot of black mamas out there that would have done exactly what she did. And I'm one of them. I would not have thought to pick up the phone and call 911 and wait for the police to come to my house so we could walk over to this woman's house. Because I would have been enraged. Okay? But I would not have thought in a million years that this little old white lady was gonna shoot me through the doggone door. I would have never thought that. That's why they say don't go to nobody's house. Don't go to nobody's house. But sometimes we let our minds get the best of us and we snap and we out of it. So let's get started. Here we go. We only got a couple clips on this, but here we go.
Is facing manslaughter and assault charges after a very disturbing shooting that's leading to new questions about the state's Stand Your Ground law. A.J. Owens is the woman you're seeing on your screen right now, was shot and killed allegedly by a neighbor through an apartment door in front of one of her 4 children. Mark Strausman reports it took 4 days for charges to be filed in this case.
A neighborhood feud ended in tragedy when Ajeka Owens was shot and killed in front of her son Friday in Ocala, Florida. The 35-year-old was struck in the upper chest by a bullet shot through the front door from a gun allegedly belonging to 58-year-old Susan Lawrence.
I wish our shooter would have called us instead of taking actions into her own hands.
But on Friday night, after Owens' children were playing outside and approached Lawrence about an iPad they left behind, law enforcement says Lawrence yelled at the kids and threw a roller skate at them, leading Owens to confront Lawrence at her door. Police say Lawrence pulled the trigger, shooting and killing the mother of 4. She claimed self-defense under Florida's Stand Your Ground law, which gained national attention and spread to other states after the killing of Trayvon Martin more than a decade ago. The law authorizes the use of deadly force for home protection if someone believes it's necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm to himself or herself.
And we want to ensure that we get the facts right, especially in a case to this level.
Police opened up an investigation, but waited 4 days to charge the shooter. The delay in arrest sparking protests throughout the community. Attorneys for the victim's family issued a statement following Tuesday's arrest, saying they're relieved, but they are no less concerned that accountability has taken this long because archaic laws like Stand Your Ground exist.
She had no weapon. She posed no imminent threat to anyone. What I'm asking is for justice. Justice for my daughter.
I'm Mark Strausman for CBS Mornings.
I'd like to hear more about that case. I don't know how it's stand your ground and you feel safe defense. You're claiming self-defense and bodily harm when you're shooting through the door.
That part.
All right.
Talk about it, girl.
Right. That part, exactly. So let's take it to the top. So apparently this is what happened. The little boy is outside playing. Apparently the mama and this white woman, the black woman name is AJ. AJ and this white woman always been getting into it. Back and forth, called the police on each other several times, all of that. I guess things just built up this particular day. The kids was over there playing too close in her yard, apparently. And she comes out yelling and screaming at them per the mother, calling them racist names, all type of names to these little kids. And the kids left. Well, when they left, they realized they left their iPad. So they went back to get the iPad. But the woman, the white lady, took the iPad and took it in the house. She comes back out and throws a skate at one of the little kids, one of the little boys. So what the little boy do? Go tell his mama.
Facts.
Mama pissed. You don't throw nothing at my child. No, I'm not going to think to call the police instantly right then and there. Should I have? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because you don't know what's going to happen when you get on somebody else's property. But she took off, went over there, and a confrontation happened. Y'all will hear her mom say, well, I take that back. The mom said as soon as she got there, she got shot. The white lady said it was a confrontation. They was arguing back and forth through the door. Said the woman was knocking on the door, beating on the door, hitting on the windows. How she had time to do it, I don't know. But she just lit through the door. So I want y'all to hear her mom, and you will see one of her kids up here just as well. He didn't have nothing to say at all, but the mom did. So here we go.
Thank you, Joy, for the opportunity to speak with you. I would like to say that, yes, there was an iPad left behind. My grandson, the daughter of Ashika, did go back to retrieve it. The woman, Susan, did have it. The white woman, Susan, had it, would not give it back to my grandson. An item was thrown at him. He went home to tell his mother, as any normal child would do.
Yep.
As a parent of any child hearing such news would go to the adult home to ask what happened. She simply knocked on the door. The woman shot her through the closed door with her son, 9 years old, standing next to her.
Let me ask you about the...
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. Go on.
My daughter did, as I said, any parent would do. Want to talk to the adult to find out why she had his belongings, why she threw items at her child. She simply knocked on the door, was unarmed, no weapons, just wanted answers, wanted to speak to another adult regarding an incident involving her 9-year-old son, who was standing next to her.
And let me ask you about this, because the sheriff has tried to portray this as a feud, but these are little kids, you know, these are babies that are playing, which what kids are supposed to do. It is your understanding that this woman called the children racial slurs. I'm assuming I know what racial slur that you mean.
The N-word, slaves, other profanity, B-words, you name it. This was not the first incident. This has happened numerous times.
She ain't gonna sit there and lie in front of her grandson like that. And
Right.
his mama is that.
No
She
need
just
to.
gonna make this up that this woman was making racial slurs unless they told her that she was making racial slurs or she heard them say it. But she
Right.
said it's been going on for a long time.
I believe it. I
If I
believe it,
lie
man.
another time, it don't matter. It don't even matter.
I believe it 100%. I believe it. But here's my thing. Why they had to have her read off that? Like, why they couldn't just have her talk? I felt like she was reading the script.
Who, the mama?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like she was reading.
You did?
No.
Oh, I did.
I feel like she was
reading.
talking to make sure that we understand her very well. That's how I feel.
Okay. There you go.
The way I
Lay
said
it down
that
for me.
very
Lay it down
well.
for me. Right. Said this loud and clear. Because I like how she was whatever the name was. She was like the woman. No, the white woman. I was like, yeesh. But it's true.
Yes,
It's
to be
true.
held accountable.
This woman. Look, man. Again, I think the sheriff or the deputy or whatever the police officer was, he said it first, man. She, even in that midst of chaos, while that door was locked and closed, and this woman is banging on windows and doors, she should have just called 911.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Plain.
She ain't
These
getting in.
kids would still have their mama. She couldn't get in. Even if she feared that she could get in, because that's going to be the fight. I fear that she could have got in, so I protected myself. But that doesn't win because she didn't get in. The door wasn't broken or unhinged or anything. So as long as your residence and your home is still secure, you have all right to call those police. You don't have right to kill someone on the outside of a secure home.
Exactly. So to me, I feel like she just didn't even care. Like Carmen said, I think it was Carmen that said that she could have hit the baby. She didn't know where that bullet was gonna go. All she knew was gonna go on the outside of the door. That's all she knew. And whoever was on the outside, if they get it, they get it.
They get it, right.
And now they got your ass. Now they got you.
Stupid,
and I hope
man.
you stay in there. Now, you remember we did a show with the same scenario. This young man, he went to go pick up his little brother.
His brother, yeah.
wrong
Old
house.
man shot through the door, yep.
Yeah. They arrested him right away. Now they let him off 15 minutes later, but they arrested him right away. They did not arrest. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all hear Chewy in the background. The pizza has been delivered.
Yeah, right.
But yeah. So we just finna go to the next one. I lost my train of thought messing around with Chewy. Let's get into this video. Anaya Lachelle, y'all. Anaya Lachelle, baby. She will be on here next Saturday, okay, on the 17th. So make sure y'all tune in on the 17th, okay? Jason, you ready for this one?
I am.
I couldn't wait to play this for you. This is her recap, y'all. This is her recap in Detroit, Michigan. She did a whole big old session, her and another person, I do believe. But this is just her own personal recap. Here you go, and I hope y'all enjoy it.
I expected it to go just as good as it did go. Like literally everything was perfect. The vibes were there. Like it felt like I was damn near at a Summer Walker concert. Damn near. Like it was the vibe. It was the vibe.
Her voice is dope. She dope, and I'm happy for her for real. So.
Hold me. I know you told me that I'm your only one. So come and hold me. I know you lonely. You know I'm rolling. So come on. So come on in. Relax. Sit back with all your focus is on me. I want you to relax and sit back. I want you to relax. Sit back with all your focus is on me. I want you to relax and sit back. Show you what she gon' like. My mind is on a roller coaster that just won't end.
You can only have like them like high expectations when it comes to Nia, and like she just blow that shit through the roof every time. Like I mean, no crumbs. Everything ate, no play, all that shit. Come on, you already know who the it is.
Skin to skin, when do I become? Hold me. I know you told me that I'm your only one.
Well, thank you. Everybody came. I feel very overwhelmed with blessings and love and thankfulness. Everything turned out the way exactly that I thought it was going to. Thank you, God. All glory to God for the opportunity for me and KB. And the turnout was amazing. The energy was great. So I can't complain. Thank you,
AJ.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye. All right. That was Anaya Lachelle, independent artist, baby, all the way from Michigan. So, what you think, Jason? What you think? I told you, and she got so much music out there. Oh my gosh, so much music, features. Oh my goodness, the features is off the chain. So y'all go out, y'all check her out. Tune in next Saturday. We will be showing some of her music videos on Peachy Tea Time, the weekend spot, baby. So make sure y'all tune in. All right. Well, we got to move right along. Let's get into this 9-year-old, y'all. This 9-year-old that was killed. Here we go.
Her life will never be the same after someone shot and killed her 9-year-old son. Fox 5 sat down with her as she recalls the tragic moments her son was taken away from her. Thanks so much for joining us today. For Fox 5 News at 4, I'm Christine Spiro. We begin with that mother's pain. Police say it happened Saturday inside a house not far from where King Black lived. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from East Point Police Headquarters with more on this tragic shooting. What happened, Angelique?
This mom said she took her son swimming all day Saturday. She says it was a great day. They had a really good time. When they got home, he asked to go outside and play. She agreed, but she says less than 10 minutes later, someone knocked on her door and said the rising fourth grader had been shot.
I'm heartbroken. I feel like I'll never be the same. I lost part of me.
Mom Joy Black is in disbelief. She clings to her daughter as she looks at the spot where her 9-year-old son, King Black, collapsed after police say someone shot him in the chest Saturday around 6:45 p.m. at a house on East Washington Avenue. His mother says her son, who was a hugger and gravitated towards people, was the love of her life.
Like, Mom, I'm just go outside for a little bit. And then he was just like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too, babe. And we walked out the door. I got a knock on my door, not even 5 minutes later. It's like we weren't even home 10 minutes. And it was just like, King's been shot.
Miss Black says her son attended Hamilton Holmes Elementary School and loved to play outdoors.
I want justice for my baby. We gonna get justice. He was too good to deserve to die like that. He was just a baby.
Joy's family from Michigan immediately came to support her. The family says someone needs to be held accountable for King's killing.
If you have a gun and you're a parent, you need to have it locked up somewhere where your kids don't know where it's at. If it was an accident on purpose, I don't care. I want justice for my brother.
The parents, someone needs to be held accountable.
East Point police have made no arrest in this case. The Black family actually has a plan to address kids and guns. I'll tell you more about that at 5 o'clock.
What? Like, there's no more to the story? Like, how, Sway?
No more to the story.
How? Like, how does a 9-year-old get shot and then there's no answers or no, like, nothing?
I mean, 9 times out of 10, of course, y'all, it probably wasn't meant for him, of course. Somebody around shooting out the gun.
Right. Hopefully it was, yeah, like right. That'd be, 9 times out of 10. From what the little girl was saying, that's also another thing. And man, if these little kids are out here running around with their parents' guns or just running around with guns, trying to show it off, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible. So I did want to show y'all that clip. We got 2 more clips and then we'll be done for the night. So let's get into Detroit. Y'all ready to go to Detroit today? Jason got his D hat on.
You know what I'm saying? Represent.
We done went to the A. Now we're going to go to the D.
What up, though?
Make sure y'all got y'all pistols.
Warren police were here on scene at Michigan Collegiate High School and Middle School in less than 60 seconds after getting a call of shots fired at a school. It's a call those officers are prepared for, but some of these parents were not.
I'm a CPL holder, so I just came to get my babies by any means necessary. Kids outside, hiding on the side of the building. Police over on this side, take off.
Ethan Shaw with 3 kids at Michigan Collegiate High School and Middle School in Warren. They were all safe. So was everyone else, but it was close.
The potential was there. There's no question about it.
Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer says it started when a high schooler got suspended earlier in the day Monday. Then some communication between 2 groups at the school who met in the parking lot as school let out.
It's really, quite frankly, ridiculous that it would escalate to this level.
The suspended student returned a fight, then gunfire.
One of the suspects took his weapon and shot at least 6 times in the air.
Police were there in less than a minute, sirens driving the suspects away. But police know exactly who they're after.
I've indicated that it would be to their benefit, to his benefit, to turn himself into the Warren Police Department.
Again, Warren police do know who they're looking for, but they do want to talk to witnesses. There were dozens of students out here. If you know a little more about what happened.
Did y'all see his little badass? Did you see
Little
him?
badass. Hey, you know what? That's why I am about four more of these four more of these incidents happening, and I'm just gonna homeschool my children. Period. Period.
I'm thinking about. Period.
Homeschool my children. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to be out for these. FOMO. By good FOMO.
Why FOMO?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just in case they get it together by the third one.
No, exactly. They figure something. I mean, but to be there in less than a minute, that's good. I'm glad. But if you're gonna be there less than a minute, you at least should have caught him. You know what I'm saying? But they know who he is, so that's another good thing. But man, this is too many. This is too much, man. It's children, man. Why is it? Why I understand that children are highly emotional driven, people, but geez, Pete's, man, you got so much life. I'm in my late 30s and I still have so much more life to live. I still have another 38 years plus to live. That little kid, 9 years old, has lost several lifetimes to live.
And when they catch this little gray shirt boy,
menace.
Him too. Him too. Look,
That part, like you don't understand what you're throwing. Like no, like that's the tough part about it, right? Like I'm glad that I was raised in the century or a time where people told me the value of my life and told me how valuable I am, which made me respect and value my life and want to live a fulfilled life, and however that may come out. But it seems like no one is telling these kids or these people that are making these decisions that their life is extremely valuable and that they are the future. You know what I mean? Like you are the change that we speak of. So when we say we want to see something different, we put that in you and instill that devotion and dedication in you to see that change. If not for you, then for your children.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I tell you, it's been in my spirit. It's been on my spirit. It's been on my spirit. Shout out to my spirit. Shout out to my spirit. But it's been on my spirit to have another gun violence rally. I've only had one since I've done Peachy Tea Time. And that was when my friend / sister, Tiffany. And shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany. Today marked the day of her son's death, I believe. I think it was today, not the birthday. I think it was the mark of the death. But shout out to Tiff, and we praying for her. We are definitely praying for her. June 7th, which was today, marks the 11 years that her son has been murdered, and she's still looking for justice to this day. Still looking for justice. But when her daughter was murdered, that's when I did the gun violence rally. So I think we're going to do another one. The summer is just about to get started, or it has started. We all know a lot of things happen during the summertime, baby, especially that damn 4th of July. 4th of July be on and popping. So we're just going to pray that we all have a safe summer. But I think that's what I'm going to do is do another gun violence rally. I'm going to get some people on the platform from all over and see what we can do, what we can make shake, baby. See what we can make a shake. All right, let's get into our last clip. Yeah, our last clip for the night. This boy was found in his car. Here we go.
Grief. She'd been looking for her son for days, only to learn he'd been found dead in a stolen vehicle. That SUV was towed after a crash last Thursday with a 17-year-old in the backseat, a discovery not made until yesterday. Bill Miston with the story.
He loved me dearly, and it's heartbreaking that I can't get him back.
Last Thursday, 17-year-old James Stokes didn't come home. His body was found days later in a crashed, stolen car in a Milwaukee tow lot.
It feel like I was betrayed by the police.
His mom, Kina King, says she tried to file a missing person report shortly after the crash, but was told her son wasn't gone long enough. She knew he was with a friend that night. The friend was injured in that crash near 91st and Fond du Lac. King says they searched the crash area, made flyers, and later filed a report.
Something is not right. My son is out there hurt somewhere. He's hurt. Please find him.
Right after you turn left,
the truck was coming.
Andre Davis was heading home that evening.
See the white truck on the wrong side of the lane speeding towards me.
Davis pulled to the side.
Came past, went straight through the red light. Next thing I know, I hear a big old boom. And I see the dude get ejected from the car. I didn't see nobody run from the truck.
Milwaukee police say the car was stolen, that a teen boy at the scene was injured and taken to the hospital, but Stokes was nowhere to be found.
My son been missing almost 4 days. He's not home. This is not normal for my son.
On Monday, King was with police again.
I sat down. He said, "Ma'am, we found your son. He's decomposed."
He was found in the back of the SUV at the 38th and Lincoln tow lot. King says she warned him to stay out of trouble.
"If you don't leave these streets alone, I'm gonna lose you to the streets." He didn't listen, but that's life, you know?
And admits it's part of the reason why her son is dead, but says there's no explanation for why he wasn't found sooner.
Milwaukee police now say that they believe that there were 3 people inside that vehicle, including Stokes, but that no one is in custody as of right now. Both Milwaukee police and the Department of Public Works say that they're looking into what happened and why it took days before Stokes' body was found in that tow lot. Reporting in Milwaukee, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
Okay, this is the problem that I have, and I wonder if you're thinking the same thing as me. Why was he in there that long? Why this car wasn't checked?
I was trying to figure.
Car accident, you know that the boy done got out because he done got hurt. You know it was a stolen vehicle. Why wasn't this car checked?
Thank you.
That's all I really got to
So
say.
when I imagine this, car stolen, ran a red light, hit a tree, someone's ejected, ambulance show up to pick up the one that's still there. You telling me that the EMTs didn't look in the car and see, like, is there anybody else?
Anybody else in there?
They didn't ask the boy, like, anybody else in there? And even if the kid said, "No, ain't nobody, it was just me," right? Trying to, take all the blunt or whatever. They ain't gonna look in the car just to be like, well, let me just look in here to see who.
Thank you. He wasn't in the trunk.
And
He in
then,
the back seat.
and then on top of that, you telling me that the tow truck person that picked up the tow truck didn't look in the car. So, and then also when the tow truck get to the tow place, you telling me that the people that's registering the car didn't look in the car either. And then when the police report was filed and they had to go see if the car was at the spot, and it was at the spot because they knew it was stolen, they didn't look in it too until a couple more days later and be like, "Oh damn, there's a whole dead body back there because it stank out here." That's what you're telling me?
You ain't look for no crack cocaine. You ain't look for no weed. You ain't look for no guns. You ain't look for nothing. You just got this boy and left. Like, the tow truck drivers, I done had my car stolen
What are y'all doing?
a few times, okay? A few times. And now I can't speak for all cars. I just know about mine. And each time my car got towed, the tow truck driver said, "Where's your keys?" They literally got inside of my vehicle to position my vehicle the way it needs to be positioned so it could get up on the tow truck. Nobody got in this truck and said, "Oh my gosh, there's a dead body back there." Y'all that blind?
Right.
Who in the hell is the tow truck driver? Is the tow
I'm not
truck
even-
driver the guy that ran off went to the hospital? That is cousin.
That part. But my thing is too, just like how you said, that's beyond the EMT. The EMT that came and picked up the other person, unless the other person ran down the street and then all of a sudden the ambulance showed up and took it. But shouldn't they have been like, who else was you? Where's the car? And then go look in the car. Like, is there anybody else in this bitch? Like, all right, but like No one checked. That is weird to me. I think Milwaukee's hiding something's being hidden, or something is just that lack of the negligence
Yep.
in Milwaukee.
Yep. I would have to agree with you. Some lazy bums there. Some lazy bums there. Now let's get into these comments. Carmen said, "Huh?
Right? Huh? Carmen?
That
Right?
makes sense." She lost.
I
them
mean,
to the
I am
streets.
confusion.
What a shame.
I am confusion.
You know, and like this woman, those are the type of people I like to be on PGT time. I'm be honest with y'all. The ones that come out and say, my child was in these streets. I kept telling him. I kept telling his little ass, get out the street. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a mama. I'm trying to do right by you. And you need to try to do right by me. Leave these streets alone. She came out and she told that on the news, which could help somebody. So those are the type of people that I like on PGT time. The ones that can help and make a difference. Carmen said the fact that the car was stolen warranted examination. Exactly. I don't get it. Like, somebody said, take this car to the pound. Somebody said, go pick up that car and take it to the pound. Somebody knew this car was stolen.
How lazy are you as an employee? How lazy are you as an employee to be like, nah, I ain't gonna check this shit. Just put it on the back of the truck and go.
It could have been a whole bunch of murder weapons in there. And you mean to tell me y'all ain't trying to catch these murderers? You ain't trying to catch them?
No.
I'm not saying that it was something in there because I don't know, but I'm just saying it could have been. If you out here stealing cars, I'm sure you got some weed in there. Right. You got some powder, you got some pills in there, you got something in there.
How you let a whole body go for 5 days?
A whole body. This woman should definitely be suing. I don't know who she gonna sue, but she needs to sue somebody.
She's gonna sue the tow truck company, the paramedics, the police, city, like you, everybody got that. You all gonna do it. I don't care what that kid was up to.
Yeah.
Because like she said, you could have, at the end of the day, possibly you could have saved him. Or he could have just died instantly on the impact or whatever that may look like. Exactly. You know what I mean? But still, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have waited that long. You should have known. You should have known right then and there. It shouldn't have took that. The car was already at the impound, and 4 days later for it to be, notified.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. Watch your friends, baby. Watch these friends. This boy went 4 whole days and ain't said nothing about his friend was still in that backseat.
That's crazy.
That man on the news said he heard the crash, but he ain't seen nobody get out that car running. He ain't see nobody running. But your friend was in there, and you did not tell nobody that your friend was in that backseat. So let's just watch our friends. So yeah, we finna get out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching. We have to get into our paid commercials, baby. Our paid commercials. We moving on up, Jays. We moving on up.
Moving on up to the east side.
If y'all want any type of advertisement
in the sky,
if y'all want any type of advertisement on PGT time, please make sure you reach out to me just for a small fee. It ain't a whole bunch of money, baby. It's what you gonna get from it. Okay, it's what you gonna get from it. Remember that. So let's get into our paid commercial, baby. Ms. Natasha Walker. Here we go.
Meet Natasha Walker, a candidate for Winston County Tax Assessor/Collector. Natasha and her husband David are the proud parents of 3 children. They are also members of the Mt. Olive Church of God in Christchurch. Natasha have worked in the tax assessor/collector's office for 25 years and love interacting with the public. In 1996, she received her Certified Appraiser Certificate, and in 2013 she received Collector of Revenue 1. In 2019 she received Collector of Revenue 2. In 2021 she received Assessment Evaluator 1 from Mississippi Assessor and Collector Association. In 2022, she received Mississippi Collector of Revenue Certificate. These years of experience have provided Natasha with the knowledge and understanding of how important this office operates. Natasha has the confidence that she will be able to answer your questions regarding Govies property tax, vehicle tags and registration, titles, homestead exemption, and any other related question with ease. Her 25 years of experience of working in the tax assessor/collector office give her the unique advantage of starting this work on day one. Natasha humbly asks for your prayers and your vote on August 8, 2023, to serve as your tax assessor/collector.
This message is paid for by Natasha Walker, a candidate for Winston County Tax Assessor/Collector.
Hi everybody, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Thank you all so much for watching Peachy Tea Time. All the editions, it's a few of them. It's four editions. So thank y'all so much for rocking with me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So I must say that first. Now, Saginaw, I'm gonna need y'all to stand y'all asses up. Stand up, Saginaw, stand up. Yes, I have a special surprise for everyone that's in Saginaw, Michigan. I have someone here that is going to help me, my friend. She's gonna help me give this wonderful surprise out to each and everybody there in Saginaw. So let me go ahead and bring her up so we get to going, baby. Miss Fashanta. Hey, Fashanta, boo. How are you, gorgeous?
Good. How are you, Neil?
I am wonderful. Yeah, y'all know all my peoples back at home in Saginaw, they do not call me Miss Peachy or the Mrs. unless they met me on the show, okay? Now, me and Fashanta, we go way back, baby. Way back into time, okay? So she definitely calls me Tania. But Fashanta, I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I have a special surprise, and I just thank you so much for being here and helping me tell this surprise to everyone in Saginaw, Michigan. Now, let's get started. Fashanta, I reached out to Fashanta and I had a bright idea. And as you guys can see, Fashanta has a company and it's by the name of Yard Greetings R Us. Fashanta, can you please tell us a little bit about Yard Greetings R Us?
So Yard Greetings R Us is a yard sign company that creates yard signs for any occasion. And let me tell you something. Most recently, I had a request for a yard sign for a divorce. This particular lady was celebrating the divorce. So when I tell you it's a company that was set up for any occasion, it will be for any occasion.
So with that being said, Saginaw, you all will be getting, for the month of June, July, and August, your family will be getting a memorial in your yard. I love you all so much. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you tune in, okay? Tune in on Friday. Me and Poolie got a good show on Friday. Okay. Now we can be out of here. Make sure. Do not forget, okay? Do not forget. It's so important. Make sure you listen to my babies. Mwah. Bye.
Return. Peachy return. Peachy return. Peachy return. Peachy return.